Chad Smith.
And I'm Cindy King.
And we're here in appreciation of our great teachers at Zionsville Community Schools to tell you about a great teacher that we encountered.
Mr. Welchins. He was one of our life sciences teachers back in our high school days.
So believe it or not, Cindy and I went through 4 years of life science together and had the same teacher, wonderful Mr. Welchins. Cindy, one story that sticks out to me with Mr. Welchins, our junior year we ran out of life science and we were in human anatomy, physiology, and we asked Mr. Welchins if we could take another class. And he allowed us to go to the school board and add a class to the curriculum which he taught, which turned into microbiology, and that was a fun class.
It was a fun class.
What would you say about Mr. Welchins?
One of my most outstanding memories of Mr. Welchins is that he always had a smile.
Always a smile.
He always wanted to know how you were and what you were doing and how that related. So he was just a very relational kind of teacher.
Before we decided to do this today, I was just thinking about Mr. Welchins, and smile was the first word that came to my mind. And the second thing was high expectations. He always had very high expectations, and he expected you to do your job. And if you didn't, it was just a conversation. And he was so relational. He knew where to meet you as a student all the time. As I have students here of my own children, and I look around colleagues, those colleagues are walking our hallways here.
I actually have 3 other siblings that all went through Mr. Welchins' classes. And my baby brother, who is an ER doc now, attributes part of his recognition of that to Mr. Welchins. And he actually attended his med school graduation open house even years after he had graduated, from high school. So he's one of my favorites.
I honestly don't know where I would be today without the impact that Steve Welchins had on my life. There's a lot of teachers I could mention, but Steve is one who always comes to the forefront. I truly fell in love with teaching, the relational piece of students, and the lifelong learning that goes with that new relationship. And so it just didn't end when the class was over, as you said. It's a part of life that you do together forever as a great mentor.
And I definitely wouldn't be a science teacher without him.
So thank you, Mr. Welchins.
Thank you, Mr. Welchins.
Thank you, Zionsville Community School teachers. You guys are incredible, and you're doing that same work every day, impacting those same kids that someday will become teachers just like you.